On April 1st, 1991, Richard Wayne Dirksen retired after 49 years at Washington National Cathedral. To all who knew and worked with Wayne, whether chorister, canon, or student, he was a dynamic, creative force in their lives. A cathedral service and reception marking Wayne's retirement drew many old friends and colleagues seeking to pay tribute to this special man. Many former NCS and St. Albans Glee Club singers joined the gathering in honor of Mr. D. While the hymns and anthems Wayne composed for the cathedral are well known, there was another musical side to the man. In the late 50s and early 60s, he wrote a series of operettas for the cathedral school glee clubs, frequently in collaboration with his wife Jo. Those spring shows were the big event of the musical year at the schools. Could enough alumni be pulled together on short notice to recreate a few highlights from those marvelous musicals? It was worth a try. With the assistance of Norman Scribner, a longtime associate of Wayne's, the singers rehearsed for 2.5 hours. Ten pieces from 4 of the shows had been selected for the surprise concert. What the group lacked in musical precision, it made up for in enthusiasm. All too soon, it was time to end the rehearsal and go to the service at the cathedral. The singers hid the music and mingled in the congregation. Wayne, recuperating from knee surgery, arrived and greeted friends seated in the choir. The Evensong service featured several of his compositions. Bishop Ronald Haynes spoke of all that Wayne meant to the cathedral community.
Among other things, I give thanks for Wayne, for the beauty that you have created out of the talents that God has given you. You are a creator to the glory of God, an arranger, producer, composer, choir master, poet, liturgist, dramatist, and so the list goes on. And I want to add to that a role model, one who inspires, one who breathes life into other people and into their creativity. And we certainly saw the work of your hands in the great celebration events of recent memory, and for that, too, we give thanks. But there's more to this all-around person known as Wayne Dirksen. I just was looking at the bulletin and this little piece from a friend, especially the last sentence, and I wonder what it will be like when some archivist 100 years or so pulls this out and writes the biography of Richard Wayne Dirksen, a poker-playing, fishing golfer, sometime canon presenter of this cathedral. Also one who's made a pretty good start recently on becoming the bionic man, and I'm told not a bad pitcher in baseball, a neo-Renaissance person in our midst. And all of that done with great grace and kindness and gentleness, and of course, for that we give thanks.
The service concluded with the dedication of a needlepoint cushion in Wayne's honor. Then, to the accompaniment of an organ fanfare he wrote as a tribute to T.S. Eliot, Wayne and his family walked into the crossing to applause from the congregation. A reception followed at NCS's Hearst Hall. Hundreds of friends had a chance to greet Wayne personally. After some refreshments, Ken and Michael Hamilton paid tribute to Wayne.
Serious about this job one day.
And Ramona Forbes, on behalf of the Cathedral family, presented him with a beautiful photograph of the church taken at the time of the consecration last fall. Then it was Wayne's chance to say a few words.
I've said it to practically everyone who came in the door. It's just an unforgettable afternoon, and I can certainly vouch for everyone here that the cathedral has meant to all of us as much as it's meant to any one of us individually, because all of us have had a part of it, large or small, something to do. We've all shared in it. You know, I was thinking the other day, reading a biography. You write biographies of great people. You read them all, politicians or artists, or they're always so serious. I mean, everybody was working all the time, I mean, day and night. They never took any time off. They never had any fun of thinking great thoughts and doing serious things. But I look back over 49 years, and you know what it was? It was mostly a heck of a lot of fun. And Mike Hamilton was wrong in one respect. It wasn't just on one occasion that I'd say, you know, I'm going to get serious about this job. Asked by two ladies who worked with me. I started every day that way. Someday I'm going to get serious about this work. Well, it was a serious work, but a joyful work. And I think the greatest part of it, in some respects, was from the years 50 to 69. When the dean, then Dean Frank Sayre, said, Wayne, will you take over the job and become the presenter of the cathedral, as well as director of program? Then I had to give up the glee clubs of this school. I figured out the other night, the graduating classes, the number of people. It was over 750 boys and girls in the upper school that sang music under my direction in those years. We would do a concert, we did operettas, we did shows, and I'm telling you, we had more fun than anything, because there wasn't anything that I didn't think they could do. And as soon as I believed they could do it, they would, well, that was it, they'd prove it. They would absolutely do anything. And I guess there must be 25, 30 of them here this afternoon. Particularly, I would say to you, because I know some of you came from quite a distance, thank you so much for sharing this, but to all of you. It's just been a wonderful, happy time I've had here. And that I've been able to share it with so many of you is a great joy and happiness. Thank you all very much.
As he concluded, he thought he'd had the last word, but his former students had a different plan. Volunteers pushed a piano into position, and more than 50 singers materialized out of the crowd. Wayne was in a state of total disbelief, but soon realized that his wife was in on the surprise. The first three pieces performed come from a show set in colonial America, The Flamingo Hat, which Wayne wrote in collaboration with Frank Baer. There Stands a Lady is a festive song set in a town square. Madeira's the Best is a man's drinking song, and Annabelle's Song is a romantic ballad.
There stands a lady on a mountain,
The second series of 3 pieces come from Houseboat, written by Wayne and Joe and set in an exclusive men's club on the River Styx on the edge of Hades. Male shades, including Henry VIII and Socrates, are trying to block the admission to the club of the likes of Lucretia Borgia and Marie Antoinette. Where there's a man, Henry, 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 and Sit Down Boy characterize the struggle. The next two tunes come from Tularosa, another collaboration by Wayne and Joe, set in modern New Mexico. It's a contemporary story about the residents of a large ranch who've decided to form their own country, named after the Tularosa mountain range. The first song, about the Cactus Cat, demonstrates the fierce determination of the defiant band, and the Tularosa National Anthem still inspires loyalty and respect in its citizens. The final two tunes come from The Rose and the Ring, a fantasy by Wayne and Joe, featuring villains, witches, and magic. Good wins out in the end, but it's close. Get It in Writing and The Big Main Chance take a novel approach to the philosophical issues of greed and grabbing what you can. In an emotional postlude, Wayne finally did get the last word as he spoke to the audience and the performers.
I had no idea. I swear I knew that there were many friends here. Well, you see what I was saying? How much fun it was? Thank you so much. I'm amazed you could reconstruct that much everything. It must have gotten inside there somewhere. It sure did indeed. Thank you, friends, good friends, and thank you so much for that. Thank you.